What if I told you the world's biggest economic superpower today was once one of the poorest countries on Earth, and before that, it was the richest? Let's rewind. For centuries, Asia, especially China and India, was the global economy. China invented paper, printing, gunpowder, the compass. They led massive expeditions, built advanced cities, and dominated global trade. This was the Middle Kingdom, the center of the world. But then everything changed. Around the 1800s, the West exploded with innovation. Science led to machines, led to factories, led to weapons, led to railroads, led to global empires. While Europe and the US industrialized, China didn't keep up. Western powers arrived with superior weapons. China couldn't compete and was forced to give up land like Hong Kong to Britain. Then it got worse. By the early 1900s, China was invaded by Japan. Its economy collapsed. The once rich empire became a poor, occupied nation. After World War II, a new system took over the world: capitalism. Free markets, private businesses, profit-driven growth. It rebuilt countries like Germany and Japan almost overnight, and one man became the face of this idea: Milton Friedman. His belief? Simple. The business of business is to increase profits. Companies exist to make money for shareholders, and surprisingly, it worked. The West became incredibly wealthy. But China? China chose a different path. Under Mao Zedong, it adopted strict communism. No free markets, no private enterprise. The result? By the 1970s, China was extremely poor. So what changed? Enter Deng Xiaoping, a leader with a radical idea. Let's try capitalism, but carefully. Instead of changing the whole country, he experimented with just one small village, a fishing town near Hong Kong. He turned it into a special economic zone where foreign companies could invest, build factories, and operate freely. What happened next was unbelievable. That tiny village exploded into a megacity of over 10 million people. Incomes jumped from about $1 a day to over $30,000 a year. And this model spread across China. Factories multiplied. Foreign companies rushed in for cheap labor. China became the world's factory. Hundreds of millions were lifted out of poverty. And today, China is the second largest economy on Earth. Sounds like a perfect success story, right? Not exactly. Let's look at the hidden side. There's something called the elephant graph. It shows who actually benefited from globalization over the last 30 years. Here's what it reveals. 1. The global poor. Their incomes improved. 2. The rising middle class in Asia, especially China. Massive growth. 3. But Western middle class workers. Stagnation. Some even lost jobs. Why? Because those jobs moved to China. And then there's the biggest winner, the richest 1% in the world. Their incomes didn't just grow, they exploded. So while millions escaped poverty, inequality also skyrocketed. And there's another cost: climate change. China is now the world's largest emitter of CO2. Why? Because rapid industrial growth prioritizes one thing above all: profit. And this is the core problem with traditional capitalism. It focuses on short-term gains while ignoring long-term consequences. So what's the solution? Is it socialism? No. The answer is evolving capitalism, a new model called Stakeholder Capitalism. Instead of only focusing on shareholders, businesses also consider employees, customers, society, governments, and the planet. Because a system that creates wealth but damages people and the environment isn't sustainable. And this shift is already happening. Some of the biggest companies in the world are starting to adopt this model, because the future of capitalism is not just about profit, it's about balance. The rise of China isn't just a story about one country. It's a story about how powerful economic systems can be and how dangerous they can become if we don't evolve them. Because what worked yesterday might not work tomorrow.